Hi, beautiful being. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Emily, also known as Emily the Mystic, and I'm so excited for another Cosmic Connections video today for you to get to know another galactic group, what they represent, and for you to know whether or not you potentially could be a star seed being from this group. So, I'm so excited to dive into this video today as we get to know the beings, benevolent beings from the Orion constellation. So we're meeting and speaking with the Orions today, and I just have to say, as I lead into this video, a couple of different things for you to note. So I actually had a little bit of resistance channeling this video at first because, as you know, we live in a universe of polarity, and there are both benevolent galactic beings out there in our solar systems, in our universe. There are also malevolent galactic beings who are out there. And so there is a lot of dark galactic history, a lot of which I am not fully well versed in as a channel. There's still a lot for me to discover. So frankly, channeling the Orions made me a little bit nervous today, but they were so wonderful and so respectful when they came through. I also use very strict energy boundaries when I do channel, and I make sure to call in beings who are of the highest frequency of love, light, and truth. So we are speaking with the benevolent Orion beings today who want to come through, and I am sure that you will really get to know, and love these Orion beings just as much as I have. So I'm excited for you to get to know them. So let's get into it. So when the Orion beings come through to me, these are beings from the Orion constellation, which is one of the brightest, most, well-known constellations in our star system here in the Milky Way galaxy. The Orion beings come through looking somewhat human-like in their appearance, to be honest with you. But however they look like, the best way I can describe it is they look like they've been carved out of stone. They have this very smooth, very pale, almost light gray skin, but they don't look like alien beings. They have human-like features. Some have hair, some have bald heads, some are more tall, some are more short. And they are very strong in their appearance, which really emphasizes their energetic frequency as well. That strength, that strong masculine energy is really what the beings from Orion represent. And when I asked the Orion beings, so in terms of colors, because I've been sharing with you colors for some of these different galactic groups, in terms of color, I am seeing a lot of neutral colors as well as grays, blacks, more of a neutral color palette. And in terms of a zodiac sign, because I've been asking these beings to relate themselves to a zodiac sign so you can get to know them from that perspective as well, the one they brought forward was Gemini, which I thought was really, really interesting, especially because I have some Gemini in my chart. So I really felt like I personally got to know these beings on another level as well, which was really cool for me. But the Orions, in their words, the Orion beings uphold the values of strength, integrity, truth, service, loyalty, and above all, connection to God, Source, the Creator. The Orions are powerful beings, and they know it. As you may be, whether you're aware of it or not, there have been galactic conflicts, wars going on in the Orion constellations, multidimensionally, for a very, very long time. Not all aspects of the star system are rife with conflict, but we notice a lot of parallels and similarities in some of the wars and physical conflict here on planet Earth, in connection with what's happening in the Orion constellation as well. Very similar dynamics in a lot of ways. They're saying that there is a war on consciousness here on planet Earth, represented by the fight between light and dark constantly on this planet, as there is in the Orion constellation as well. And so these beings really bring forth this intense energy of fighting and service for love, for the truth. They have such a warrior hunter archetype about them. They fight for what is right. They always uphold the highest values as a species. Using love and truth as a reminder, they called it their moral compass, of their connection to source frequency, to God. So service to others, service to the collective, service to the group is of the utmost importance to them, as well as service to God, connection to God. God is the all-knowing connection, the source of their power, the source of their love, the source of their determination with everything galactically that has been going on in since their historical origin. There are also many different types of beings in the Orion constellation from many different species. And like I said today, we're connecting with the ones that are more human-like, and they step forward because they want to reflect and mirror back to you what the Orion frequency is so that you can see it, you can feel it, you can receive it within yourself if you have spent lifetimes there in the Orion constellation. But I did want to share that with you. There are other beings that I will interview at some point in time when it comes to doing this YouTube series who have spent time in the Orion constellation as well. So this is the pure benevolent Orion frequency. Some even will say, and I have read this in different cosmic and galactic books and so forth, that the Orion beings are shown in the popular Star Wars movies. And also in the movie Dune. These different in the books too, of course. But these different beings are these amazing service to other warriors. They are these benevolent, powerful warrior beings. And of course, there are enemies and so forth, and negative, malevolent beings in those movies and books as well. But for you to really get to know who the positive, powerful beings are, and I am not a movie buff, by the way, so I can't bring forward specific movie characters. It's just not my thing for you to know. But my purpose in sharing who the Orions are with you is to help you to get to know kind of their energy frequency. And so when you think about Star Wars, when you think about Dune, when you think about some of those other galactic movies, that energy behind them, I hope will help to describe who the Orions are so that you can get to know them better. So some things to know about the Orion beings: they are truth tellers. They are magnificent at discerning the truth. They are magnificent at discernment in general. They are very, very wise. So if you are an Orion starseed, it is very easy for you to tell when somebody is lying and when somebody is telling the truth. You can just tell immediately. It's a gift that you have. You're very good at knowing when something's a scam, or when somebody's trying to pull the wool over your eyes, or when they're trying to get money out of you. You just know. You're good. You may even be good at negotiating. You may be really strong at asking for what you want and being willful, using your will and asking for what you need, asking for what you want. Orions are also, like I said, very wise. So if you're an Orion starseed, it may be very natural for you to just give advice to others, to have, even if you're a person of few words, even if you don't have a lot to say all of the time, you always have some little blip or, sentence of truth or some important thing that you have to say that others really hear. Perhaps you only say one thing throughout the entire conversation, and it is the one thing that hits home with everybody. The Orions are excellent at discerning and distilling down information into very clear, succinct bits and pieces. The Orion starseeds are going to be very good at discerning and knowing what is their truth. And even if you're not there yet, if you do resonate with being an Orion starseed, it's just an opportunity for you to receive that gift of divine truth-telling. Even more so, you are a natural oracle. So maybe you're really good at reading other people, reading other people's minds. You may even be good at discerning the future and being very decisive with your decision making. Or you just know if your friend's relationship isn't going to work out, or that if they make this decision A over decision B, that they probably should have picked decision B. But you're really good at non-intervention. So not intervening in conflicts, other people's problems as if they were your own. You're good at resisting taking responsibility for other people's problems and issues. You're also very good at seeing two sides of the story. Again, you are that truth teller. So you're good at mediating, and you're good at seeing one person's side of the story over another person's side of the story. And being able to distill down what the truth is, either for the group or for each individual person or for you. So you're really good at that. The Orions fight for a cause. So if you're an Orion starseed, you may be one of those people who's on the front lines of a protest. You're there, you're waving your protest flag or your poster or whatever it is. Or you are actively working with charity groups or nonprofit organizations, or you're very passionate about specific organizations and things here on Earth that need change. You will know what those are. They just come naturally to you. It doesn't matter what it is, but you as an Orion starseed know your truth, and you are passionate on standing up for your truth, as well as passionate for standing up for the less fortunate or specific things in our society that need change. Whether that be governmentally or environmentally or socially, economically, you really fight for a cause. So do the Orion beings as well. The Orions are also very resourceful. So because there's been so much conflict in the Orion star system, the Orions have gotten really good at turning nothing into something. The Orions are minimalists, is what they want me to tell you. So the Orions don't like having a lot of stuff. If they do have a lot of stuff around them, everything has a purpose. They love quality over quantity. They hold on to the things that are important to them and they let go of the rest. The Orions, again, are resourceful in that they can find a solution for any problem. Or they will quickly and efficiently solve your problem with an answer, a solution that you never would have thought of yourself. So your Orion friends in your life are going to be the people who just know how to work with technology, or they just know how to solve an issue with your car, or they just know how to fix an appliance, and it's like, it's so easy to them. They also can be very resourceful with, again, solving problems, solving issues, and with, again, coming up with simple solutions to complicated problems. We've definitely seen that on a lot of the star groups I've interviewed throughout the series. But the difference with the Orions is that they have this almost gritty energy to them, in that they are able to turn metal into gold. Like they are the definition of turning somebody else's trash into a treasure. They are really natural at being able to do that, whether that be with an object, or they're even saying like rescuing, like An Orion starseed may be somebody who rescues animals that have disabilities or problems or issues, and they love to love that animal that is, not doing well, and bring them into their home. Or the Orions love to maybe upcycle clothes or upcycle materials and turn them into something new, something different. So they don't like to waste things. They don't like to waste things. And when the Orions get passionate about something, they will fight for that cause until the end. They are very passionate beings, almost to their detriment, in that they can overgive, overdeliver, overdo to others, to anything in life. As an Orion starseed, you are going to reread that question on your test 10 times to make sure that you got the answer right, and you're going to re-look over your answers multiple times. You are also going to for example, spend 10 hours at the charity drive, even when you only needed to be there for 5, because everything needed to get done. If nobody is able to help out with something or volunteer, the Orion starseed is going to be the one who shows up early. Orions, what they want me to share with you right now is that they almost have this cosmic grit in them that makes them resourceful, and that also makes them, they feel like they have to overgive, overdo, not to make up for the conflict going on in the Orion constellation, but almost as a way of channeling their extra energy from what is happening there. It's almost like the Orions know that there's a lot going on multidimensionally, and so therefore they're going to show up here on planet Earth, even if it's at a protest, or even if it's fighting for a cause, or showing up for volunteer hours, or whatever it is. They're going to show up wholeheartedly. Maybe it's because their soul feels like they can't show up in the Orion star system to help out there, but they are going to show up here on planet Earth. So they are the hunter-gatherers of your friend group, the warriors of your friend group, the strong, determined beings of your friend group. They're very passionate about serving others. They're very passionate about truth. And they just have a knack for helping people in times of need, for standing up for what they believe in, for cutting through, they want to say cutting through the crap with a knife. They're great at that. They will tell you just what you need to hear when you need to hear it, even if it's the thing you don't want to hear. Those are your Orion starseed friends. So if you want good advice, seek out an Orion starseed. The advice may not be comfy, it may not be fluffy or frivolous, but it will cut through to the truth and distill down exactly what you need to hear. I'm going to ask them if there's anything else they want you to know. They want to say to those of you who are Orion starseeds that they are so proud of you. Because they're saying your Orion warrior mission has been a long battle. Whether you are aware of perhaps even fighting battles multidimensionally, perhaps there's an aspect of you that's astral traveling and fighting in these galactic wars during the night. Or perhaps there's an aspect of you that remembers the trauma from being in those galactic conflicts and who feels the need to overgive in this lifetime in order to deal with that pain, that trauma that may be going on in your energy body. Here's where the activations come through. They want you to know that you are safe here on planet Earth. And that the work that you're doing here, it matters. Even if you feel like you're not making much of a difference because you're only affecting a small percentage of the population, or you're only showing up just as you and that you feel like that's not enough, your Orion guides want you to know that you are enough just for being here. They're saying it's okay to rest, especially for those of you Orion starseeds who are constantly overdoing, overgiving, over-delivering. It's okay to take a day off. It's okay to take some time off. It's okay to get an extra amount of sleep. You need it. You need it, and we need you. You're the sort of the glue that holds it all together. And you deserve to be celebrated, because often what you give to our society is often overlooked by things that are shinier or more glamorous. But you are that gritty glue that holds all of us together. And we need you here. And we're so grateful for you. And your Orion guides are so proud of you for that. So keep doing what you're doing. Don't stop. But it is okay to slow down. It is okay to take that time off to rest. It's okay to take that time with your family. And it's okay to enjoy life. You don't need to immerse yourself in the conflict and the war and the pain and the suffering all of the time. Even if you can't be there to support your galactic brothers and sisters in war, just know that you are serving our planet and our universe in other ways. And you have everything that you need in order to be able to do that. They're saying that's all we need to share. We're going to keep it short and simple. Excellent. Thank you. Beautiful. They just bowed to you. And that's all. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that this content resonated with you. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel for more content like this, and comment below what resonated with you from this video. If you resonate with your Orion starseed, if you resonate with being an Orion starseed and you resonate with these Orion beings, I would love to hear from you. All right, sending love, and I'll see you in the next Cosmic Connections video.